Hey, Metal
Welcome
Sonic.
back. I'm gonna go through Spider-Man villains because I forgot about Spider-Man.
Apparently, I'm gonna fight Metal Sonic. We.
Actually, even though all of the first two movies had that same science and then crazy thing, they were at least interesting. Green Goblin more than Doc Ock, probably.
Yeah. Well, and Jess was making a point earlier about Spider-Man where, honestly, with Peter Parker, him being a teenager is the least has the least interesting stories out of all of the Spider-Man stories. So if you want to have interesting Spider-Man, you should at least have him, be older or not do Peter Parker. So if you want teenage Spider-Man, do, Miles Morales or anyone else.
Well, again, they never actually do the straight adaptations of comic book stories, so...
Yeah.
He could be a teenage Peter Parker and then just do whatever they want.
Oh.
But anyway... third Spider-Man movie had way too much.
But you were going to talk about Yellow Jacket.
Yeah, I'll just talk about Yellow Jacket. He was stupid.
So spoilers for Ant-Man.
Yeah.
His motivation wasn't much more than crazy? I mean...
Well, he could have just been evil. That would have been better.
Yeah.
Still not interesting, but at least it would have made sense. It felt like they kept making excuses for him. Even though the excuses didn't make any sense. Because it was, he was trying, Yellow Jacket was making his own shrinking suit, and supposedly that was driving him crazy. But he never uses it. And he was crazy before it worked because he used the broken version to murder someone for saying something.
Yup.
Someone said something kind of not good about his suit, and he straight up murdered that guy before the suit was working, so...
Yeah, and I don't know, his whole...
And then they kept the rest of the movie, they're just like... He's going crazy because he keeps shrinking, and then he never shrinks until the very end.
Yup.
And then he knew all of their plan for no reason. Unless he was actually shrinking the whole movie and hiding, the only thing that, maybe if he... Because he knew about Scott. Because someone had escaped from prison.
Right.
And I think it would be pretty unlikely that he'd find out about that, honestly.
Well...
Unless you're, looking for exactly that. You know?
Yeah.
Maybe it would have been on local news or something, that someone disappeared from prison.
Well,
that's the only way I could see that he would have found out about that. And then the rest of it is just what are you doing?
Oh, it was gonna just do the same fight over again.
The rest of it was just I know your plan because I'm evil.
Because I'm evil.
Yeah. So, whatever. And then he knew how to use the suit as soon as he put it on.
Yes, even though it took so much training for. Did I just jump on the lettering itself? It's great.
And that guy's a good actor too. He was in House of Cards. So they could have done something with it. I won't complain. How's Sonic going? We haven't talked about that in a while.
I unlocked some challenge stage stuff, I guess.
That's cool.
I'm trying to see if there's any more actual stages. What is this?
I don't know what any of this is. I haven't been paying attention. I've been complaining.
I don't know. I mean, it's...
Also, I did like a lot about that movie. Just to be clear. It's not a terrible movie.
Yeah, well, I mean, it's also worth saying that we both like the Marvel movies. We don't hate Marvel.
No, I love Marvel. Films. They just need to make better villains. That's... The two things I want from Marvel now is just to make better villains and then just be more interesting in general.
Yup.
All their movies look the same and they all have the same, basic plot structure and... just they need to loosen up the reins a little bit and let their writers and directors do a bit more with it. Because they've stretched it a little bit. Because Ant-Man's pretty weird. And Guardians of the Galaxy is pretty weird.
Well,
And Guardians of the Galaxy especially was really successful. And I think they could deviate a bit more and not be in trouble.
probably. Well, the other thing is, though, with Ant-Man is that Ant-Man is also partially the desecrated corpse of an Edgar Wright film.
Yeah.
Which does kind of, you could really see the tonal shift where that happened. Like,
I didn't get that as much.
I saw parts where it's like, this feels like...
Because you told me before I saw it that some people were saying like it's like two different movies. I didn't
get that. It wasn't that extreme. I wouldn't go that far. I would say that there were parts where I could definitely tell that it didn't feel like Edgar Wright's style of character interaction.
The one guy's like story is about how he got information.
Yeah, those were great.
Those were great.
Wonderful.
Especially like at the beginning when he was going into like art and stuff.
Yeah. Well, he's like, yeah, man, no, there was this like wine tasting and they had nothing but cabs, but there's this rosé that saved the day, and it's like, focus. That was great.
And then at the end, he's like, usually not accuse him, but there was this rock coming that was...
Yeah, it's like...
Yeah, I like those.
Those were awesome. Those were great.
Can you play pinball?
Can I play? Sure. Cool.
Fun.
But yeah, no, it's... I thought a lot of that movie was really cool. Yeah.
Yeah, again, most of the non-villain stuff was fine.
Well, and I'm still super excited to see whatever else Marvel's gonna have going along,
Yeah, obviously.
I mean, the ones that I'm really looking forward to, I'm looking forward to Deadpool. Like, I'm super excited for that. It might not suck, and if it doesn't suck, it'll be amazing. The odds of me like just thinking meh are pretty low. I'm either gonna really like it.
That one's Fox, so
yeah. And then Captain Marvel's gonna be coming eventually. We're gonna get our new Spider-Man film eventually. We're gonna get Civil War. Civil War is gonna be interesting.
Well, that's like the next one now, right?
I think so.
I think because they had that in the second credits thing.
Yeah. They had the
Which usually that's a silly one. It wasn't this time.
No, it was. Whoa.
Super serial.
This is an adventure.
Oh, you got the poker chips. Good. Yay.
What? Oh.
You missed.
No, but it's okay because I hit. What? This is.
This is badness.
This is like those Japanese arcade machines. Oh hey, I got rings. I have ones and tails.
Tails.
Why aren't there tails falling out of the machine? Where is it? Where's the ball? There. Oh,
hit those rings.
Yay! We're going on an adventure. But yeah, no, it's just it's. Well, and then Captain Marvel is going to be cool. Doctor Strange is going to be interesting. Because Doctor Strange is a fantastic character in an ensemble.
Benedict Cumberbatch.
Is that who's doing it?
Yeah.
Oh. That'll be interesting.
Yes, it will be.
I mean, I guess I can see that.
I don't know anything about Doctor Strange.
Basically, he was a surgeon, and I think his wife died or something, but he basically decided to go through all of the dark arts to figure out how to bring her back, and he just ended up becoming like the master of magic and shit. But,
that's cool.
But he's like a good character as like the intro to magic in Marvel. Not the character magic, because that's an X-Men, they can't use that.
Oh, good.
And
then we got all the DC stuff.
Yeah.
And
I'm not sure how I feel about...
you just because the first ones are coming up, we'll have to see.
Yeah.
And I've got really mixed feelings about everything I've been hearing. Because there's been a lot of people worried because they've talking about, like, it's less controlled, more like director focused.
Right.
Which everyone's like, oh no, everything's gonna be like a continuity nightmare. Which might be true, but they also might be more interesting movies.
Mm-hmm.
So. And then there's the thing about the giant pile of writers trying to make Wonder Woman, that thing.
Yeah, well, I mean, that's sort of the scary part about all of the writers and directors who've left DC at this point.
Yeah.
'Cause they're
Also, still not convinced by that Zack Snyder.
I don't
He
think
still hasn't done anything that's made me like go, oh, he's a great director.
That is true.
So,
I mean, my concern is more that
like, most of the best things he's done have been incredibly direct adaptations of comic books.
Yeah. Well,
Like, yeah.
yeah. No, I mean, I
He's
don't know.
really good at pointing at a comic book panel and saying, do that to a cinematographer.
Yeah, that's a fair argument. He's pretty good at that. But the other thing is, the Wonder Woman movie. I'm really interested to see if they can get that to work, because if they can get that up before Marvel gets Captain Marvel going, then that's going to be really big in DC's favor to have an actual like female-led superheroine movie.
Well, she's gonna be in Batman vs. Superman.
Oh, well, yeah, but what I mean is like having
Yeah.
an actual like solo-focused movie. Because
We'll see.
yeah,
Also, it's time to go.
I'm stuck on
Bye.
pinball.
Pinball, tails, neon palm trees, whatever. Goodbye.
Bye.